They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Groupers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So Tennessee's offense will be first on the attack. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing.
And I think that's the biggest problem. To have a great quarterback, he knows exactly where he's looking. I'm going to my great tight end. It's good individual matchups. How do you want to play him? Do you want to put a safety on him? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? Like, great recognition from the QB. Finding a great player is not great things for the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Now improvising. He throws one to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Groupers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off-play action on first down. Now adjusting. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Working the man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The ball's in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Reese. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! Stumbled to the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The give on the option. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now this offense will take the field again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. On the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Gives him the big stiff arm. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Volunteers will try to convert on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
3:25.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fighting off the defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They'll try the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 5 receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires Here's the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll go to the counter play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
It's caught. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his possession.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. He'll do it himself. Spins away. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Groupers. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Under fire. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Groupers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play. And Was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It's a draw. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, this offense will... on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question. offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you've already sent your punt around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down. Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The groupers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the map. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Defense in press coverage. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Punch through the tackle. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The groupers send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They bring the punter onto the field now. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
He'll take the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
42, Spider.
Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion.
A shot toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Hey. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. 35-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. .25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away...
Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Groupers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grab near the marker. It's Sheffield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Groupers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Groupers will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. For that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. from the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one's incomplete. They weren't just trying. The chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Groupers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the groupers will call on their punt team. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Bounced off his feet. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Sends it downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 31 over Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Touchdown, Tennessee! Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the groupers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. And some room to work. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. The groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Wicks. Pressure coming. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's got great speed. Teams proving to be special. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The groupers will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gives it on the option. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blown.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got it in the middle. It's Scantlebury. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Watts. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This quarterback, part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. It's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing a 3rd and long. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs, That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. South Carolina is ahead. Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over NC State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Wicks. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding. some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.